Good evening. The next time you ride the LRT or take the bus, you may see security officers patrolling the stations.
It's a part of the new plan the city is rolling out to ensure people's safety when taking public transportation. Ryan Cavani joins us from the South Lobby with more on that story.
Thanks, ladies. The first guards started work this Monday, patrolling around LRT stations all across the city in hopes of making riders feel safer when they use Edmonton's public transit system. Security guards are now working round the clock at Belvedere Station. It's one of 25 stations and bus depots that will be patrolled regularly. All the station's receiving guards have had a serious incident occur over the past 5 years. Safety concerns were heightened earlier this year when police released video of 2 attacks that happened at LRT stations. This swarming attack at the Century Park station led to hundreds of charges being laid against dozens of teenagers. Another attack occurred at Belvedere Station, where a woman was violently kicked down a flight of stairs and suffered serious injuries. Rowan Anderson, a city transit communications official, told Newswatch, "We looked at analytics for where and when these events occurred, and that told us that we needed more security. These guards will be an important part in a larger system to keep riders safe." The city also says the main function of the guards will be to report crimes to the Edmonton Police Service, as well as transit peace officers. Riders we spoke to had mixed feelings about having guards at stations.
More peace of mind, especially after the last few years where there's been more rates of crime and happening at the stations.
Doesn't seem to be much of a difference. Last year, the Edmonton police had undercover cops on the trains for 6 months out of the year, and people were still being attacked.
The call buttons are a good idea, but I think additional security is definitely something that's in the best interest for the public.
I think police presence would be a good thing instead of just security.
More than 100 guards will be phased in over the next 2 weeks, with each guard working a 12-hour shift before being relieved by a coworker. The city believes this will give the guards a familiarity with the station and the riders. Now, the city says that crime hasn't increased dramatically at LRT stations over the past few years, but the events earlier this year, coupled with community feedback, meant that a change in policy was bound to happen.
Now, Ryan, will the Nate LRT station be receiving any extra security?
The Nate LRT station will not be receiving extra security, the reason for that being that the Nate LRT station hasn't seen a serious incident in the past 5 years. For Nate, it will be transit peace officers and business as usual.
Ryan, how will the guards respond to problems at the stations?
The guards aren't armed in any sort of way, but they will be responding to problems at the stations by either calling Edmonton Police through call buttons, communicating with the Edmonton Transit Services control room, or talking to transit peace officers directly, who will help them intervene in any serious situations that happen to occur.
Thanks, Ryan. That's Ryan Cavani reporting from the South Lobby.